Hey y'all, Kanan here with Free Tours by Foot DC, and I am in the capital of Maryland. So I'm in Annapolis, which is the capital of Maryland, a quick day trip outside of Washington DC, maybe 45 minutes. And I want to show you all of the things you can do in this quaint, historic port town.
One of the best things about Annapolis is that it's actually very small. You can walk most of it pretty easily. The main street has some great shopping. A favorite of ours at DC by Foot is Hats in the Belfry. If you've joined us on any of our summer tours, you have probably seen us in their summer hats. As a port town, Annapolis is right on the water, so a stroll along the piers is a must. You'll find here the Kunta Kinte Alex Haley Memorial. In 1976, Ali Haley wrote a book called Roots. It's based on the story of his ancestor, Kunta Kinte, captured in Africa and brought to the U.S. in the transatlantic slave trade. This memorial is the only one in the U.S. that commemorates the actual name and place of arrival of an enslaved African. It honors the memory of all those who do not have their names remembered. Walking along the pier, enjoying the sunshine, feeding ducks, it is a very relaxing break from the hustle and bustle of downtown Washington, D.C. You may actually find some boats that go between Annapolis and the wharf area in DC.
It's brave walking around with a U.S. Air Force hat and shirt in Annapolis.
We will see it later, but Annapolis is home to the U.S. Navy Academy. There are a lot of great places to eat in Annapolis. Right here on the water is Mission Barbecue and Middleton Tavern. Middleton Tavern has seen the likes of George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin. You'll find a lot of colonial history in Annapolis, as it was the temporary capital of the U.S. from 1783 to 1784. Walking up Main Street again to check out some of the shopping, you will get a mix of kind of a beachy coastal vibe and historic Old Town.
What's that?
One of my personal favorite things to do is to have tea at Reynolds Tavern. It's a historic tavern. You can check out the pub in the basement, but the afternoon tea and pastries is a personal favorite. Annapolis is the capital of Maryland, so the governor's residence and the historic state house are all located here in the same block.
Realize how short a walk Hogan has to his office.
You can tour the State House, though it was closed to the public during my visit. It's the oldest state capitol in the continuous use, dating from 1772. It was actually here where the American Revolutionary War was formally ended. There are a lot of quaint side streets with little cafes, restaurants, shops to wander as well, especially as you get closer to the Navy Academy.
I wonder if they have outside everything.
That would work.
Yeah, outside is great.
Stay tuned for the mystery.
Like most colonial towns, you'll find some historic house museums you can tour. The Hammond Harwood House here, built in 1774, or the William Paca House. He was a signer of the Declaration of Independence. The U.S. Naval Academy is located in Annapolis, hence all the sailors and Go Navy signs you've seen. You can tour the grounds, which really is a must-do if you're visiting Annapolis. There's the historic chapel, the burial site of John Paul Jones, that's on campus, and you can learn a lot more about campus culture.
And
So a walk around the historic center of Annapolis only takes about an hour, from the Waterfront up to Reynolds Tavern for tea, over to the State House, to our historic home, Naval Academy, and then back to the Waterfront. We have a self-guided walking tour of Annapolis available, linked below, that takes you through all these historic sites. Hopefully you've enjoyed this quick little walk around Annapolis and are inspired to come here for the afternoon. We have links in the description below about how to get here and other day trips from DC. Like this video, share it with someone who might be interested in coming to visit Annapolis. Let us know what questions you may have in the comments. As always, I'm Camden, this is DC by Foot, and I will see you next time.